Hello, my name is Eli Barr, and welcome to my presentation of why we need more professional development in MCPS. Basically, through this presentation, I'm going to be talking about some things that teachers have indicated that they need, and then some workshops that will address those needs and why MCPS should implement this great new plan I've developed. So we start with, why does technology matter? Obviously, this is a very broad question, but when we look at MCPS, or when we look at education, we're looking at students, life after high school, and infrastructure. So for students, technology is going to enhance student understanding of content. This is a really obvious thing. Numerous studies have been done. MCPS has Chromebooks because of this. We have a lot of technology because of this. But technology really is there to help all of our students really understand content a lot better. Next, college and career readiness is a huge aspect of MCPS. We want to make sure all of our students are ready for life after high school, whether that's a workforce, whether that's going to college. And technology is going to be a huge aspect in either of those paths. So this plan is really going to show students how to use technology in a very meaningful way. And last, MCPS has the tech all students need. So the plan is not going to ask you to buy new things. We don't need more technology in the county, but we need to learn how to use the technology more efficiently. So a lot of this stuff is going to revolve around what we already have and how to develop it even better than what we already use. So what happens is I surveyed a bunch of teachers at Northwest High School, and we came up with some very interesting developments, or some really interesting data that really highlighted the needs for what teachers have. So first, teachers know that they are to use technology already, whether it comes from admin or whether it comes from the county, but a strong majority of teachers know they're supposed to use it. What we see is teachers aren't always comfortable using the technology. They know how to use basic methods, they know how to use basic technology, but when it comes to more advanced techniques, they're really uncomfortable using that. So this is something that will need to be addressed in any kind of professional development we have. And when we looked at technology use, teachers aren't really using technology well. They're using it for very basic needs, like conducting online research and solving real world problems. Really, with those, even it was a lot of the history teachers and a lot of the English teachers. A lot of other core content don't really use technology, and if they do, it's not using it very, very well. So based on that survey I had, it came up with a couple challenges that teachers have. First is the appropriate use of technology. We know that teachers are supposed to use it. They know they're supposed to use it, but they don't know how to really use it in efficient ways. Second, understand county-based resources. Obviously, my MCPS portal is new, and teachers don't know how to use it. That's the most basic way of saying it. So having some sort of training of how to use it efficiently and simple, easy to use terms is going to be very, very beneficial. And last, implementing technology in meaningful ways is something that all teachers need to work with. Even our most advanced teachers that use technology every day, they want to make sure that we're using it in very meaningful ways. We don't want to use technology to use technology. We need to make sure that every student is engaged using it. So I created a plethora of professional development workshops, and within these workshops, we're going to address those challenges and needs teachers have. So first things first, all workshops are going to meet the standards for ISTE and MTTTS. As with everything in education, we got to follow the standards, so all of them align very, very well with both of these two things. So first, we're going to focus in on workshops that will improve student, teacher, and parent conversations or communications. So either online, using social media, using different apps, in very safe and efficient ways. And then, of course, My MCPS Classroom, we want to make sure we address that all teachers should be using it in efficient ways. Next, because MCPS has Google accounts, we want to make sure that teachers are using Google Apps when they're making their new lessons. So whether that's using Google Drive, Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Classroom, this is really just basic how to use Google in very efficient ways. And the other one is creating a classroom using Google. Creating an online classroom is going to be kind of the way of the future. Make sure that students can see what they have to do, parents can see what's going on in the class. So it's a very, very cool lesson, or a very, very cool workshop that'll teach teachers how to create their own websites. So the bulk of what I'm looking to do here is lesson enhancement. So research databases, web quests, PBL, all things that all teachers should be implementing in their classrooms, but things that teachers don't really know how to efficiently do. So obviously every school in MCPS has research databases. Very, very few teachers actually know how to use those databases. So we're really looking to show teachers how to create lessons, how to create projects that will use these databases. That's something that's going to be huge in college. Every student in college is going to have to know how to use a database. And showing them in high school is going to kind of give them a leg up on a lot of other students when they get to universities. WebQuest and PBL are both fairly new ideas and fairly new lessons. Obviously, a lot of teachers think they know how to do this, but they do it in the most basic ways. So these workshops are designed to really show teachers how to use these for the top tier, or how to use these very, very efficiently, how to use these to really enhance student understanding, not just have them Google things, or not just have them look on this website, here's the answer. So we're really looking to have them create and find both of these WebQuest and PBL lessons that will really enhance student engagement and student understanding. So probably the thing that everyone cares the most about, or not the most about, but everyone cares a lot about, is going to be the budget. And this is going to be very, very cheap for MCPS. All that really costs is human capital. Schools are already equipped with all technology we need because there's Chromebooks in all the classrooms. And you really only need to pay teachers to run the trains and sign up. So small stipends is really all it needs. This is designed to take place during pre-service week. But even though teachers will be in the schools, we want to make sure that we're incentivizing teachers just a little bit to show up. Obviously, teachers want to take professional development, but they definitely don't want their time wasted. And unfortunately, it seems as though a lot of professional development is more or less wasting teachers' time, in their opinions. So it's really the value and the price. Because it's cheap, teachers will already be there, and we want to make sure that all teachers have a reason to show up, and they know they have a reason to show up, and they don't really just glide through it. They want to make sure that we're engaged. So, kind of in conclusion, teachers are going to be hugely engaged in this aspect. All of them have collaborative efforts. All workshops have collaboration, either with other teachers in other departments, other schools, or within their PLCs. We want to make sure that teachers are engaged the entire time they're working. Workshops are designed to directly impact student learning. Obviously, we want to make sure that everything connects back to what we're doing in the classroom. And it's going to be cheap and very, very, very easy to implement. A lot of teachers are already experts in these fields, or at least there's a couple per school. So it's really just going to be getting them to implement these plans and implement these workshops to be very efficient and to really teach teachers what they need to know to be very effective in the classroom. So obviously, this is a very brief presentation. You have my research, you have my plan right in front of you. So if there's any questions, please feel free to contact me. And I'm looking forward to working with everyone. Thank you.